anyone can control his tongue, it proves that he has perfect control over himself in every other way. As Christians, we should be careful of the way we talk. We should be mindful of the way we speak and the things we say, irrespective of the situation we are in. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Rooted on Wordiness TV. And my name is Princess. Yeah, this is Rooted, where we root into controversial issues in the society. And today, as usual, I bring to you a sweet topic, which is the proper way to talk. Have you ever felt like you don't know how to talk, or you don't know how to approach people, or you feel like you don't know how to, even when people did something wrong, you don't know how to approach them and tell them that what they did is wrong? Yes, that is why I brought this topic for you. The topic is the proper way to talk. Most especially, I'll be focusing on the proper way to talk at your place of work. Most of us are failures when it comes to this. When it comes to this, I am not exemption when it comes to this, because when we are at our place of work, we have seniors, we have juniors, we have bosses, we have people of hierarchy, and we don't know how to talk to them. Some that are higher than us in post, but in age we are older than them. We still don't know how to talk. There are ways we talk at work, and I'll be telling you today. But before I continue, I would like you to like, subscribe, and click on the notification button to our channel, and I'll be right back. Back, and yes, still on the topic, the proper way to talk. I was in an eatery some days back, that's about 3 days ago, and there's a lady sitting beside me, and I think she was, I don't know what happened between them. I just knew that she called the owner of the canteen, the eatery, sorry, and she was so rude at the woman. So she was shouting at the woman, she was talking to the woman anyhow, because according to her, because the woman gave her a food that has a little, that is bad. I think the rice is strong or something like that. But I went to eat okele anyway, so I don't know. I didn't order for rice. But according to her, she said the rice is strong, like it's not well done. And she started blasting the owner and things like that. If you're in that kind of situation, what will you say to the owner? Would you just blast the woman like the lady do, or you talk to her in a polite manner, even though the woman is at fault? And that is why we went to the street of Ibadan and asked people this same question, that if they are at the restaurant and they are being served a bad food, what would they tell the owner of the restaurant? Would they be harsh on the person, or would they talk to the person politely? Still on this question, I would like you to drop your answer in the comment section below. What will you do? Would you also snap at the owner, or would you talk to the person politely? If you have to talk to the person politely, you can also write in the comment box, in the comment section, the way you would talk to the person. Now, continuing on the proper way to talk, like I said, in the place of work, there are hierarchies, there are ranks. We have people that are higher than us in our place of work, and the issues we don't know how to talk to them. Most especially as youths, when our boss or our seniors are talking at the place of work and they are using a bad English, and we want to correct them. And they've been using it frequently. And nobody wants to correct them. And we felt we want to correct them. We are bold enough to correct them. So today I'll be giving us 6 ways we can talk to people at our place of work, or anywhere. We can use it in anywhere. So number 1 is start with something positive. Yes, walk up to this person. The person did something that you want to correct about, or the person is in the wrong. You don't want to be too blunt with the person, or with your co-worker, with your colleague, that at the end of the day the person will be crying because you are too blunt with her or him. So the best thing you can do is start with something positive. Look at what that person have done. For example, at my place of work, if I am a colleague, we are talking or we are doing something and he did something on, the first thing I'll do is, I'll talk to me like, Matarazi, what's up? You've been doing well, actually. You did a very good job since morning. I really love it. I really appreciate your efforts. Why not this particular chair you did? Why did you do it like that? I'll be like, okay, why not just look into it more, like to see maybe there are some mistakes there, or you say it politely. Come to him. The first thing, like I said, start with something positive. Even at the end of the day, when after correcting him, he will not feel angry over it. He will just be like, hey, and he will work on it. Are you getting what I'm saying? Why? Because I started with something positive. I acknowledged his efforts first. I'm like, oh, you did well, you did this, you did that. Though I wanted to criticize what he did, but in a very polite way. So the second step you need to follow is avoid sounding authoritative. You know, this thing is very common in many workplaces because you are more senior than I am, or because you are more experienced in this field than I am. You felt if you want to correct me, then you need to sound too authoritative. You felt you need to sound overly authoritative, too confrontational and close-minded. You just feel you can talk to me as if you brought me there or something like that because you are my boss. Or no, you know, just talk to the person calmly. You will be like, Tolu, I was checking through the what he sent me by my email. It seems page 10 of that document, page 10. You can check it. Something is not matching up. Can you check it? No, let's look it together. It seems something is not matching up. Is that authoritative? No. If the person is also in her right senses, of course, she would flow with me. She won't frown at me. She'll be like, my boss is nice, my senior is good. For those of us that are already in this trend, that we're already being authoritative, our colleagues, they are afraid of talking to us, seeking advice from us because of the way we talk. We don't know how to talk. We are always authoritative. We are always commanding. We are always demanding. Things like that. We need to calm down with things. The third thing is provide evidence to back up your points. You know, at your place of work, if you want to talk to someone, you know, you can't just put someone outside and tell the person you did something wrong, you did this. You need to give the person a backup evidence. I want to give you an example of an evidence of you backing your point. It can be like, when I was also an intern like you, I was told to take the chair to the vice chancellor's office, but I mistook the chancellor's office as the vice chancellor's office and mistakenly dropped the chair at the vice chancellor's office. So, you know, mistakes like this is common among the interns. So it's not new to me when you also do that, but you can also make amends. Why not go and carry the chair and return it back? Simple. Provide evidence. The person too will not feel condemned. The person will not feel like as if he or she is the only one that has ever done that in this whole world. You know, when you give the person a backup evidence, like a friend of mine also did something like that some years ago, or my mom also did something like this, making the person feel it is not new, it is just a mistake. Mistake can be corrected. I just need you to correct this mistake. Before you know it, yes, you'll be in good time with this person. Whether you're junior, the person will be, if the person is your junior, the person will be at your service. If the person is your senior, the person would recommend you for others. That's the way it should be. That's the way you should talk as a Christian. And the fourth thing is remove some cling wordiness from your collections. What do I mean by that? Don't sugarcoat it. Yes, don't sugarcoat it. If you want to correct the person, and you want to say it in a polite way, does not mean you should sugarcoat it. Like masha sheju, that's what I mean. Masha sheju, see, don't add sugars to it. Don't make it more sweeter. If you want to tell the person is a mistake, tell the person straight up. You worked hard, but this is what you did, and I would like you to make. I would really appreciate if you can make some effort in correcting it. Simple. Don't sugarcoat it. Leave those stories alone. Tell the person what he or she did in a polite way, and that's fine. And the fifth thing is offer help. You know, this thing I've been listing so far is in no particular order. Are you getting me? It's not like after this thing, no, it's in no particular order, so you can just listen to this and practice it the way you want. The fifth thing is offer help. After correcting the person, tell the person if he or she needs your help. You'll be there to show the person the right thing to do. If the person if you still need more advice or you don't understand, you can still come over to meet me. Offer help. It goes a long way. You know, at our place of work, you know, when I see some seniors and they are correcting, we the juniors, let me say that way, they are correcting us to do some things, and they are not offering help. They are not ready to help. You know, it becomes the work becomes more harder for us. So the least you can do, but even if we do not come and meet you, but that word you telling us, giving us a word of assurance only is more than enough. Telling us if you notice you are in a tight corner or you get angry on it, you can come over. I would give you a little bit of help on it. Simple. And the last but not the least, on the proper way to talk at your place of work. In fact, before you even talk at all, I think this one is much more important. For Christians, listen more, talk less. When you talk too much, you say rubbish at the end of the day. When you talk too much, you say rubbish. So I would say, in fact, this is, though it's not overall of it all. So it's something you need to keep. She na left or right. Your Bible they talk say she na walls, your walls. I don't know. Just keep it in one of your hands. The one you know you won't use water to wash away. It's something you need. That's why the Bible, when we follow biblical principles, that's one of the most important biblical principles when it comes to talking to someone at your place of work or anywhere. Listen more, talk less. When you talk less, you think about 2 to 3 times. A friend of mine will tell me, think before you talk. Think 2 to 3 times. Yes, follow that principle, which is the last thing on my list here. Think 2 to 3 times. When I say this thing out, will it affect the person? How will the person feel? What's the person's reaction? Will the person get angry? Will the person smile at me? Think those things before you say it out. Think it well before you say it out. When you do that very well, you notice that you roll with people well, there will be less dispute. The best thing you can do is follow these 6 principles, and you notice for those of us that don't know how to talk like me, because I can be very, very blunt when it comes to talking, and it really, really affects me in so many ways. So when I follow this 6 process, it has been helping me, and I felt telling you to, it will help you. Yes, and yes, before we finally go, I would like you to listen to people's opinion on my question, which is if you are at a canteen and the food is bad. You paid for it, but the food is bad. How would you approach the owner? Would you shout on him? Would you say it politely? How exactly would you say it? Let's listen to what the public have to say on this, and we'll be right back. But if you are in a restaurant and they serve you a bad food, as in you bought the food and the food is bad, what would you say to them? Would you say something, or you ignore it?
Well, I will ignore it. I'll just pay my money and leave, so as not to create a scene. And
you don't want to create a scene, but you won't come back.
I won't come back.
You won't come back. Why not? Okay, if you now want to say something to them, what will you say?
Well, I'll just talk to them privately instead of shouting and calling them and be like, I'll just call them privately. And
I really love that idea. Thank you very much for your help. If you go to a restaurant to get food and the food they serve you is bad, would you say something about it?
Yes.
Well, what would you say? How will you put it?
The response should be politely.
You say
in a manner way.
No matter how much, maybe you bought a very expensive food.
Yes, now. You know, the mistake have no master. It may be their mistake on that day.
I love that answer. Thank you very much for your time. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that person's response. Yes, don't forget to also drop your one in the comment section below. And please like, subscribe, and click on the notification button to our channel to get interesting updates. Till we meet again, stay safe. Bye.